Oh, look, it's a chest hair poking through the fabric. Ah! Hello and welcome to CNN's News of the Absurd. I'm Jarrett Bellini, and for many, school is officially over for the academic year. Some kids will be moving on to high school, some will be moving on to college, and some will be moving on to working at the car wash and living in their parents' basement. Hey, I'm not here to judge, you're my target demographic. So this week, as students graduate to the next step of adulthood, I thought we'd check in with some younger people who are already doing some very adult things. And we start with the true sign of a misspent youth.
Combo shots, cut shots, bank shots, kick shots. You know, he's got a whole slew of stuff in his pool bag, and he doesn't even have one yet.
He may not realize it just yet, but 2-year-old Keith Odell has a promising future in getting into bar fights.
His face. When he makes a shot, he is so excited. We actually have one of the videos where he scratched and he had the scowl on his face like, oh, I scratched.
But it's no accident that Keith knows his way around the pool table. He comes from a long line of sharks on his mom's side.
My wife plays, my mother-in-law plays, my father-in-law plays, my brother-in-law plays, and my sister-in-law plays.
Needless to say, Christmas tends to be bloody. But now, Keith is getting so good that even his dad is learning new things.
It's so funny, I'll see him make a shot, and I'll go, I gotta try that.
But what he doesn't know is that the key is just being relaxed, i.e., soiling your diaper. Which is why Paul is also good at pool.
It's true.
But soon, Keith might have some competition in the house, a family dynamic that will ultimately end in tears. Now, I suppose you could say that another sign of a misspent youth is a preschooler hunting down baby animals with a 2x4. But we don't want to show anything like that, so we're just going to move on now to a 6-year-old who had to show up in traffic court.
It's very frustrating.
Little David Pete has been getting into trouble. Though, to be more accurate, little David Pete has been getting his mom into trouble, all because he doesn't want to wear his seatbelt.
I pulled over once to put it on him, and then he took it off again right when we were passing by the cop.
So it was off to the courthouse where his mom pled not guilty to the seatbelt charges. And the judge, well, he saw it her way.
Well, he kind of agreed with me because I was wearing my buckle. It was my son that was not wearing his buckle.
The ticket was waived, but the judge ordered David to appear in court and also appear in a class put on by the state school of driving, where he likely met a bunch of unhappy 20-somethings who made poor Friday night decisions. Oh my God, whatever, you tried doing this in heels.
I think that's real nice. It'll show him, to obey the law too, just like we have to.
Finally, we end with a 10-year-old boy in Texas who recently met with state lawmakers. Texas state lawmakers. But at least it was for something fun. Lobbying to change the state dinosaur.
Absolutely no pressure, okay? Okay. You just be yourself.
Shashwath Murthy began his quest to change the state dinosaur several years ago. But just like everything else in government, things take time.
Each time he would get a letter, he would follow it up with another counter-argument. And after 5 years, it has seen the light of the day.
When Shashwath finally went before lawmakers, he came out guns blazing and brandished an argument that I've been using for years.
The size of a dinosaur should not be the criteria for the nomination.
Size doesn't matter. See? Paul is tall and I'm short, but we're both good people.
I'm contending that Technosaurus has better credentials than Paloxosaurus.
Unfortunately, Technosaurus stays up all night dancing and altering his mind, so it's sort of a PR issue. Also unfortunate for Technosaurus, who, by the way, was aptly named by researchers at Texas Tech University, is that he may not even be an actual dinosaur. It's a bunch of scientific nerd stuff, so we won't get into it, but at least Shashwath is being pragmatic.
If it doesn't go through, I'll still be happy. The whole experience was great.
And as for the lawmakers,
Would you promise never to testify against one of my bills?
well, that's all for this edition of News of the Absurd. I'm Jarrett Bellini, and Jolly. Really? Am I nipping through this shirt? My nipples can be seen through this shirt?
I thought you just had 2 pieces of pepperoni stuff.